Okay, let me take a look here. Am I actually muted? Okay, now I'm not muted. Okay, yay! Okay. This thing does not give me a mute indication. So, I'm broadcasting because, well...
Hey, you!
I've got nothing else I can do right now because... I have to stay home because when they finally managed to turn the water on yesterday, my apartment flooded. Because it turns out I, in fact, actually do have a burst pipe. So, there's that. Alright, so I'm just gonna see, did anybody start a siege? Because that would be nice. Okay, I'm gonna join, guys. This is me, I'm coming. Okay, let me just... Oh, nice, somebody gave us. Do I have any? I will get... Oh, road platter. Yeah, there we go. So, right now I'm just playing Monster Hunter because I blame somebody on TikTok for this. Yeah, sure, this will work. Last week was a nightmare. Power was off for 4.5 days. I haven't had water in over a week. Going on closer to 2 weeks now. What saved me from having a really bad time last week was somebody turned off the main valve as the valve started freezing. So that saved my butt. But when it thawed, of course, and they started, you know, turning on the water, my apartment flooded. But thankfully, I feel super bad for my neighbor. Where I got a puddle of water that like spilled into my bedroom. Thankfully, like everything's elevated off the ground, so the worst damage was, well, the wall and my toilet and an IKEA table. Whoop-de-doo bucks. Oh no. But my neighbor, unfortunately, where I got the puddle, she got the waterfall. I feel so bad for her. Her bed's ruined, her walls ruined, her furniture's ruined, her floor's ruined. Right now, I'm waiting for them to give me a spare key to one of the vacant units, because we all get the 2 toilets here. Because they had like over 2 or 3 dozen active leaks right now they're trying to fix.
Your objective is to slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it.
Proceed with caution.
Get this crystal burst. And let's go kill ourselves a Sophijiva.
When that thing's exhausted, it'll start absorbing energy. When the energy pool is dried up, it'll retreat to a lower level. Use that chance to follow it down. Chip away at it to break off
probably be one of the last times I stream Monster Hunter World, as much as I love this game. Rise one as well. Alright. Here next month, so I do not have a capture card for that. Oh, you can't do it. Of course you did.
Slow and careful.
Aha! Not today, Satan. Apparently, yes, today. It's gonna be one of those days. Okay, what's my rock? Give me that tail.
opening.
Here we go.
All right, solid work. Keep it up, everyone.
I haven't hunted Safijima in a while. But yeah, I've lost a lot of vacation time. Thankfully, my work covered for like 3 days. Lost time last week. But unfortunately, one of my snakes died from the cold. Coworker took my other 3, so thankfully they survived, but it hasn't been a good time for us. Aha, not me! Joke's on you, Joker. It's all yours! But yeah, sorry, getting a little concentrated on this as well. I'm not the best talker when it comes to streaming. It's not something I typically do. But yeah, my boa constrictor unfortunately died because the apartment got down to about 35 at one point. I got sick, my cat got sick. I can't do my dishes, I can't do anything. I'm very grateful for the fact that my workplace actually has a built-in shower in the basement. So I've been sneaking in there and taking showers on my off time. Because if they know I'm in there, they're like, hey, can you work some OT? No. But it really is irritating to me because I'm losing pay today because I have to take unpaid time off because I have to be here with the maintenance guys. Whoop! Gravity work. Is he gonna pop here soon? Hey, missed the entire giant monster altogether. That sounds great. Powder for everybody. Not want to get caught mid-animation. Hey! Don't be rude. But, yeah. We used to have like a medical facility in our office way back when, so they actually had showers in the basement, so I actually go to work to take a shower. I went to my friend's house earlier today just to use her toilet. I was like, I appreciate you, because kind of screwed over here. Oh, bye, Joker. I got you safe, God. I got you. Where am I? That's exactly what I was worried about. Alrighty. I thankfully was not one of those people that was affected by the giant spikes in their electricity bill.
You did it!
But I also live in an old as all get out apartment complex. We had the total damages was flooding in my bathroom into my bedroom, lost an IKEA table. I can live with that. My sink unfortunately passed away. Like pretty much every single thing in our apartment Why me? What did I do?
Right.
Go away, I don't like you. Aha! You're not my problem anymore. The tap, which basically allows internet to run into my apartment, got crushed.
Head through the opening in the floor by using the wing drains.
Car battery died
Hurry.
in the cold. Not really surprised there. I have an almost all get out car.
Concentrate on breaking off its parts.
The highlight yesterday was some of my Etsy purchases started coming in the mail, and I got this cute as all get out little Valentine's card for myself to go back on the set. It's not great.
At the lowest level. Now that thing
Hey!
has nowhere to run.
Don't be rude.
You gotta try and wear it out so it runs out of energy.
But, and then the other highlight was I managed to secure a PlayStation 5 last night from the GameStop bundle drop last night. That was pretty much almost my entire tax return. I can deal with that. I'm probably going to just like sell the game that came with it because I have actually already played it. It's a great game. It's just I already played it. Why? No! Stop! Go away! Don't be rude. I don't like you.
Be careful. Watch yourself.
So I'm probably gonna sell that like below market value a little bit, just so I can get rid of it. I mean, I don't mind it for a decent price. I mean, I paid $70 for it. I'll probably just sell it for like, I guess, 25. I mean, it's a good game. Oh no! I thought about selling the second.
I think you can use that gas to attack it.
Thank you.
No way.
Haha, you missed. Go. Mild change. Appreciate the heals, my dude. Okay, backlight is mine, I guess. Get it! I think my PlayStation 5 will arrive sometime in the first week out of March. Why are you on me? I don't like you. You don't like me. So it's like a
The energy deposit is being drained. Good work so far.
Give me that backlight.
Those
Ow.
can shield you from attacks. Watch for the best time to use them.
Wow, that was incredible. Oh, great. Watch. Ultimate attack skill. No! 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 I like you! No, I didn't need Superman dive. Thank you. Give me that. Do I not have your attention anymore? Fantastic. I don't want it. I wouldn't have gotten a PlayStation 5 if it didn't have PS4 backward compatibility, because there's not really much of a library for PS5 right now, which is understandable. Not again! Rude, Miss Sister! Rude! Woohoo! I dodged it this time, bugger. Haha! You're not gonna get me! If it wasn't for that backwards compatibility, I wouldn't be playing it, because there isn't any games coming out for it right now. Like my coworkers keep trying to get me to play Demon's Souls. I'm like, Demon's Souls isn't a bad game. I have played it before. It's not my cup of tea.
You did it!
Well done, whoever did that. I think that was Lucy. Bravo, Lucy! I don't want your attention. Do not notice me, Senpai. I don't want it. Somehow that hit me? Okay. Haha! Oh, great! Ow. Someone, for the love of God, please powder my butt. Hey, guess who died? It's me. Yeah, I wonder why his attention's been lost. Maybe it's because I'm up here. I wonder if I have to switch to horn. That'll do.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea if he's doing a blast off right now. Just gonna drink these real quick. Yeah, there's the blast off. I'm just gonna stay down here. Did somebody lose connection? Bye, Akiko. I'm not going down there just yet. Now I'm going down. Can I get the option to go down? Thank you. Please, do not give me their attention back. I do not want it. Not again! You rude motherfucker! Stop noticing me! Oh! How did I not get hit? Yeah. What? How? Oh, well done. I was completely useless. I was utterly useless. Apparently being the training dummy for this sucker. Okay. Got here. Oh. Not helping my case here. Oh, my allergies. Well, I don't actually turned out I don't have allergies to actual plant or anything like that, but I do have a lot of chemical allergies, so there's that. Alrighty, now we get to wait for this to load. Alright, level 9. I'll probably continue playing Monster Hunter World and up until Rise comes out, and I'll occasionally go back and play Monster Hunter World, but the biggest thing I'm going to definitely be playing on the PlayStation 5 when it comes out in May is going to be the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I am aware that I have beaten the game 15 times previously. I don't care. I'm going to play it again. They're like, who are you going to romance and why is it Garrett McCarran? Oh, I saw that and I started laughing. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be me. Again. I know they're coming out with another Mass Effect game, but I don't have my hopes up. I mean, I didn't entirely hate Mass Effect Andromeda. It definitely has its flaws. I've actually played it several times. Ooh, wow. It suffered from a lack of direction and EA pushing for the game to be brought out way earlier than what it was supposed to. And Anthem definitely suffered from a lack of direction. Alrighty, let's see what we got.
Hey, you!
Do I really want to do Safijiva again? Or just obtain your rewards? I will. Here, pick 3. Do I have a water? I don't have enough creatures that require...
What?
Okay, I don't have that. Okay, I'm gonna take this and this. Stick with the weapons I primarily play. Sorry if I'm sniffling. I'm getting over whatever I caught last week. I had a little minor head cold. I don't really have much to talk about except just, you know, comments about monsters being rude. It's just, you know, last week sucked. And the biggest thing I'm upset about is the fact that, you know, I lost one of my snakes. I'm very grateful my other 3 snakes managed to survive. They're fine. They ate their meals a few days ago. They were a little over a week late in their meals because, you know, nothing was open. If I recall correctly, Stinchen is to thunder, right? Yes, yes. I can't remember this was Hoarfrost. I'm just, gonna bring that just in case. I know I need to eventually also get around to doing the Fatalis quest, but I've just been kind of catching up on some other stuff. What I'm looking forward to is Monster Hunter Rise next month. A lot of people are throwing fits about, well, it's a very vocal minority. Monster Hunter World was my first Monster Hunter game I ever played. I completely blame my friend Wakaro for getting me into the game. The moment I found out you can make your own Palico friend, I'm like, sold! And then I got heavily into, like, I've been aware of Monster Hunter since the PS2 era. I think the biggest turnoff for me was not so much the difficulty. I mean, I'm like, Monster Hunter Iceborne is actually a difficult game. It's just what would have made it like what made the previous games difficult wasn't necessarily the monsters. Sometimes there was some hitbox issues. Looking at you, plus y'all. But yeah, it was for Frost Reach. But the biggest thing I think was the controls. I mean, can you imagine Monster Hunter World having the same controls as like Tri or Generations? Yikes. I wouldn't say this is the hardest game I've ever played. But it was definitely, this game was well outside of my comfort zone. Not normally games I play. You know, I've played things like, I'm not going back into the camp. You can forget that. I've played things like, you know, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, couple of Isaac's Binding and things like that. So I know difficult games and stuff, but I'm more of an RPG person. I love games like, don't even get me started. I'm replaying. That is a tiny Stygian. Okay, that is a massive Tigrex. I think Tigrex. Ah! Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, they went off in different directions. That works for me. But I've always played games like, you know, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, things like that. I've always preferred more Final Fantasy games, things like that. Have always been more my game type. But as I've gotten older, I think lately I've been expanding outside of my typical preference game. Ooh, wow. Wow. There you go, buddy. Don't die on us. So, like, I never got big into Animal Crossing, and I bought Animal Crossing New Horizons because I was like, I'll give it a shot, and now I've got like 500 plus hours in it, and I've got almost 1,200 in this one. So I've been expanding outside of games that are not my typical preference. I mean, I played Assassin's Creed for the first time, like, a little over a year ago. I played Far Cry 5, which is the first Far Cry game I've ever played. They aren't normally my style of game. I don't rag on people who like them, it's just they're not my preference. But, ow! Bugger. Thanks for the powder. Then I picked up the game Hades. Nope. And again, another style of game. It's escaping me what that genre game is called. Just something, I think. I know the word, but my brain's like, you're not going to know what it is until 20 minutes from now. Thanks, baby. Nope. So, again, not normally my style of game, but I loved it. But then again, I pretty much have loved every game that, you know, Giant Games has come out. Nope! Nope! Bad touch. Bad touch. It's been really pleasant to actually, you know, start discovering things that I wouldn't have normally gotten into. Don't die on us, my dude. like, here we go. So, I'm looking forward to Monster Hunter Rise. I know my... Oh, don't do that to me. Again, my dude, don't die. Everybody powdered him. So, I'm looking forward to Monster Hunter Rise, and, you know, I am, like, I kind of get why they put it on this Nintendo Switch. I can't remember who it was I was watching on YouTube the other day who mentioned how this is kind of like, it is a mainline game, but it's more like a, here's something to keep yourself occupied until, you know, the sequel to Monster Hunter World comes, because I would not, why did I give up Piercing Paws for Stone? Like, I get also why they put it on the Switch. I'm sorry if I'm just all over the place, but I'm tired with everything. But let me stick to what I was initially talking about. I get why they put it on the Switch, because the majority of the Monster Hunter franchise has always been kind of portable. And I know they gained a huge new fan base and, you know, just the base in general with the introduction of Monster Hunter World. I am a little disappointed it is on the Switch only, mostly because I know there is going to be some... What is hitting me? Not necessarily graphical. I can deal with the graphical downgrade. It's more of the technical sacrifices that had to be made to get the game to run on the Switch. You know, there's going to be some... the biggest thing that drives me crazy is just how barren looking the maps are. I've seen more detail on maps from games from the PS3. And I know that those sacrifices now needed to be made, but it's still a little disappointing, you know? No. No. So, the map, I don't know, I guess I just got spoiled from how pretty Monster Hunter World is. I'm still very much likely going to enjoy it. I mean, I get to fight, like, Leviathans, Hezu, and... Oh. And all of that. So good. We captured it? Yeah. So it'd be nice to play, you know, with those monsters. Some of the new Rise monsters look amazing. I still have to memorize their names to get used to saying them, because I know I'm going to bumble over them and things like that. But it was really nice to fight Mrs. Yune in that graphics. The music is nice. No handler. Sorry to those who like the handler, but I wasn't a fan. I actually switched, like, for a while to the Japanese version of the game here, so I didn't have to listen to her voice. But there are people who are throwing fits that it's on the Switch, and I kind of get that why, because Switch is very, very successful, but at the same time, a lot of people don't actually own Switches. I think I only have 3 friends of mine that own Switches, and I technically bought one of those Switches for my friend for their birthday. And only one out of my 3 friends that own a Switch are actually Monster Hunter fans. And I think, yeah, there's probably going to be, financially speaking, in comparison to Monster Hunter World, it's not going to be as successful. That's very likely the case, due to the platform limitation. Do I still think it's going to be a successful game on the Switch? Yeah, I've got it pre-ordered. I like some of the new mechanics here that they're playing around with and experimenting. I'll just be happy if they get rid of DPS checks. I mean, I'll do them and I'll put up with them, but DPS checks have always been kind of... They've always felt a little cheap to me. Like, it's artificial difficulty that could be better employed elsewhere. Like, in comparison to my 2 favorite Black Dragon fights from Hunter World, Alatreon or Alatreon, I don't care how you pronounce it, I'm just going to say it whichever way I'm in the mood to say it, is my favorite, because technically speaking, his fight is much more engaging in comparison to Fatalis. When I actually did play around with Fatalis, I haven't brought him down yet because I just haven't been bothered with it. Because I think the biggest thing is I don't think Fatalis is difficult. Hits like a truck, yeah, but I don't think he's that difficult. What I don't like about Fatalis is Alatrion's fight is just so much more engaging in comparison to Fatalis. Fatalis' fight is definitely a step up from what it was in the first game. I played old school Fatalis. But his fight's boring in comparison to Alatrion's. It's definitely an improvement from his first appearance, but at the same time, when you did this hectic, crazy, engaging, fast-paced monster that was Alatrion, and then Fatalis comes, the only thing Fatalis has got going on is big, widespread attacks that hit like a truck with a side of sledgehammer. It's not bad, but I mean, like before he even came out, I kind of guessed his final move was going to be an aerial attack with large sweeping flames, and I was right. I still love him. He looks great. I love his roar. I think he is fantastic. I like the fact that they expanded on the lore and kind of just delved a little bit further into that. Nope. But it's just, he was a slightly more disappointing for me in comparison to Masquerade. Alatrion. So I like Alatrion more. And I think that's the biggest reason why I just haven't gotten around to fighting Fatalis. The multiple attempts, it just gets really boring really fast. I know I can bring him down if I put my mind to it. I just don't want to, because it's like, you know, playing Safi Jiva or playing Cove Taroth's Siege multiple times. Eventually, it just gets blah, and I still enjoy fighting Alatrion every time I hop into one of those sessions. I don't enjoy Fatalis because I kind of find his fight to be a little boring. And that's, again, no smackdown on the developers. They did their best. I love his roar. I love his look. It's just, I got spoiled because of Alatrion's fight. I have any... So, because of that, yeah. I'll get around to actually doing it. It's just, I haven't been bothered to do it. So... Velcana, do I even have... I don't think I have all the crowns for Velcana. I'm still trying to get all the crowns because I actually do want to platinum this game. I don't particularly care about trophies all that much, but I'm having such a pain in the butt time with getting that large crown Diablos. Don't even get me started. Alright, here. Alright, here we go. Alright. This is eventually gonna be me hunting Diablos. No, no. I was about to say, like, I'm in the middle of drinking here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Hi, yeah, hey, guess who's gotta go back to camp because she forgot hot drinks like a moron. I really need to make these default in here. This freaking Hoarfrost Reach. But dim dim. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Now, I got hot peppers. Tiny. not an expert in this game. I get by. Yeah, get your butt down. Haha, that's what you get. Here we go. Ah, the sticky ice. Forgot about the sticky ice. In the water. Thank you. Can I get them out? Can I get them out? Disappointed! Ow. Why you gotta do me like that? Seriously? Thank you. Go. Place to be. Get your butt down. Okay, watch out, guys. I'm coming through. What? Sorry, I don't want to hit you, Lancelot. go. Boop. Boop. Okay, let him wake up, because I ain't doing it. Get it! Get it busy. Woohoo! Going in! I think it's kind of pointless at this point, but I don't care. There we go. Alrighty, I think I've been at it for about an hour, 50 minutes. I think I might do one more quest, and I'm gonna call it because I have no idea when the maintenance guys are gonna come back. Probably gonna finish up my drink, and then unfortunately I had to go find a toilet because I don't have a toilet. Well, I still have my toilet. It's still in the apartment, but it's not attached to the pipes. It's doing like a little shame corner thing right now in the corner of my bedroom. Oh. I mean, I got lucky. I mean, I got lucky in comparison to quite a few other people. I mean, I lived up north before, so I kind of knew what this type of stuff was gonna be all about. Um, but the biggest problem, of course, is Texas is quite literally not built for this kind of weather. Our roadways are not paved to handle this kind of weather. They're super smooth in comparison to northern roads. Very smooth. Up north, they use more texture. They add more substances, other rocks and things like that to create more texture and grip for the pavements, for the roads. We don't have that here. It's super, super smooth in comparison to like where I've driven in like Colorado and Dakota and the Dakotas and things like that in Montana. Well, most of the major roads. Some of those minor roads, you know, they're laying down whatever the heck they feel like. We also have single pane windows. We have very, very minor installation, like the bare minimum type of installation, because you don't want a lot of heavy installation when it gets as hot as it does down here. And it can get pretty hot. Not Arizona hot, but it gets up there. That humidity, too. Our pipes are not insulated. You know, nothing's winterized, really, when it should have been. Looking at you, ERCOT. Should have been. You were warned back in 2011. But I digress. So because of all this lack of winterization, you know, we don't really sell all-weather tires. Good luck finding places that regularly stock more than like 5 or 10 generators at a time at the most. And they're usually the big, heavy-duty generators. Sometimes the little ones, but You know, that's, and we don't have fireplaces either. That's not a standard here. I've lived in multiple apartment complexes, and I've only ever stayed in one apartment that had a fireplace. And I think I've lived at like at least 8 to 10 separate apartment complexes. So about like 80% of apartments don't have, you know, some of those standards. Because of that, you know, I've been up north before. 6 minutes. Do I want to do it? Yeah, let's do it. Uh, but because I've been up north before, and some of my other friends have also lived up north before. A couple coworkers of mine have also lived up north before. It's a struggle. It was a real struggle. I mean, I was supposed to be on a rolling blackout. That didn't happen. They took me onto the rolling blackout, and it just didn't come back for 4.5 days. And again, as I mentioned earlier in my stream, I lost one of my snakes. Well, I guess I'm changing my thing. Okay. I lost one of my snakes. My other 3, I managed to get over to a coworker's place because I was expecting, you know, maybe a day or so of power outage. I tried to prepare ahead of time because I expected that, you know, the power could go in and out. So I tried ordering some reptile heat packs and things like that. You know, about a week prior to all this happening, but it all just got delayed.
So
Like those packages didn't arrive until like some of them until yesterday.
Hunters, you got that?
So it was like great. And because of that lack of arrival, you know, I didn't have these contingency plans to keep my snakes warm. I didn't have... Never mind. Well, I tried. And because all of these packages arrived late, I didn't have the little mini wind-up radio generator thing for this, you know, to charge my phone, to have a large flashlight. You know, I didn't have the heat packs. I didn't have the extra blankets and things like that that I was hoping to get prior to all of this. And, you know, all my food got ruined because I tried to put it out onto the patio as well, because that's usually what you do is, you know, either put it in a bowl of ice and stick it in the fridge or stick it on the patio to keep it cold. I couldn't do that because I went out there 20 minutes later and guess what? My food was just gone. Someone just walked up onto my patio because I heard my dog bark and just took off with it. So yeah, my food got ruined. Food still, they're just now starting to get stuff restocked again. Ran out of gas. The grocery stores here were just white clean. The only spot that wasn't taken apart was the toilet paper, the paper towels, and the cleaning supplies. I'm like, it's the exact opposite this time around.
Hey, you!
Yeah. Okay, one more request before I wrap this all up. So, you know, I did try to be prepared. I thankfully, you know, I still had plenty of water and things like that because I like to drink water. Oh, here we go again. But also come to find out that my Husky Malamute mix is not a fan of snow. She's like, I don't like this stuff sticking to my paws. I like nothing about this. So, that was a thing. Things are recovering. There was a lot of damage. I mean, I got a couple photos of like the trees all up in the courtyard of my apartment complex. Each and every single one of them like either snapped in half or lost a majority of the branches. People were like, you know, on day 3 they were grabbing those branches and hauling them inside. I'm like, none of us have fireplaces. That might not be a good idea.
Something bad's happening.
There is literally a significantly better singer right here. Mike. Okay. Has he initiated it downstairs? Yes, he has. Okay, I'm going in. so last week was a mess. I love fighting this big brute now that I know all his attack patterns, but I just like how he's got very generous hitboxes. Oh, sorry. Wow, panic. Oh, it's easy too. Please don't. Bad touch. See what I mean by generous hitboxes? That was a cure and I'd be dead! No, you don't. I think it's more like a lot of times it's a spectacle. And Vitalis just... That is fine. It's just... I have a favorite and that... Oh boy! Fucker down. No, you don't. Oh, he just got back! Oh no! Oh, somebody raged. Yeah, big feels, my dude. I know that feeling. Okay, here we go. Nope. Don't you dare. I don't think we're gonna pass this check. We might get lucky. Whoa. Lots of stamina. Yep, there we go. I didn't think we were going to pass that. Oh, well. Effort was made. It happens. Alright. Get back to base. I'm going to wrap this up. So, yeah. Might mess up a stream because consistency, what's that? I don't know. But yeah, everything's getting semi back to normal. It's just, it's been a pain in the butt. Which really can't be helped. Alright, that is it from me. I am done for the day.